The FIFA World Cup begins in only a couple of hours, and I want to know who FootballManager thinks will win the World Cup. So I've simulated the World Cup 10 times to see who is the most likely winner of the competition. Hey, how's it going? Kenny here, and welcome to this video where I've simulated the World Cup 2022 10 times to see who is most likely to win the competition. Before we get started with this video though, guys, please remember, if you like this video, to hit that like button for me. It really helped me out to see if people actually like this kind of video for me. And also, if you're interested in seeing daily FootballManager content, then do hit that subscribe button as well. It'd really help me out, and you might appreciate it as well. First of all, let's get started with the first simulation then. So, in simulation 1, not too many surprises, it has to be said. Spain won the World Cup, and they beat Brazil in the final on penalties, it seems, as well. 1-1 in full time, extra time there. Spain winning the World Cup, maybe a slight surprise. We wouldn't say it's a very big surprise. One of the favourites to win the competition. Brazil in the final there as well, no surprise at all, has to be said. So, not too many surprises here in the final. But talking of the semi-final, big surprises there. Poland got to the semi-final, but they lost to Brazil only after extra time as well, 5-3, which is very, very nice for them. Of course, they have got Lewandowski up front, but not too many other great players. I feel like I'm being a little bit harsh on Poland. They have got a good team, but not good enough to think to get to the World Cup semi-final. But Lewandowski up front, who knows what could happen? Who knows what could happen? Also, Denmark got to the semi-final as well. They lost to Spain 2-1. Of course, they got to the semi-final of the Euros as well. But this is a bigger competition, of course, in the World Cup. So a bit of surprise there in the semi-final. Poland and Denmark getting there. England got knocked out to Poland 1-0 there. Switzerland got to the quarter-final, lost to Spain. Bit of a surprise there. Other than that, not too many other surprises, it has to be said. France being knocked out in the second round, a little bit of a surprise. Knocked out by Poland as well. Poland knocked out France, then England, and almost got past Brazil as well. So Poland did really well. In terms of the top goal scorer here, who was the top goal scorer? Memphis Depay. Memphis Depay got the golden boot there with 6 goals. I don't think he's going to get the golden boot in real life. Definitely not. No. Definitely not. He might do, but in my opinion, he won't do it. Lukaku and Lewandowski close seconds there. Did any big nation get knocked out in the group here as well? Well, Argentina got knocked out of Group C. Mexico finished top of the group with 3 wins. Poland didn't even win all their games in the group as well. They lost to Mexico, so they did really well, actually. But yeah, and they also knocked out Argentina, so really, really well from Poland in the first simulation here. Argentina couldn't get past the group there, and that's about it, really, for the teams who couldn't get out of the group. Other than that, not too many surprises. Anyway, let's get started with simulation 2. Well, in the second simulation, Spain have won it again. So 2 out of 2 for Spain here, which is a little bit surprising, but fair play to them. They can definitely win the World Cup. They've got some brilliant players, Spain, so not too surprising. They beat Croatia in the final, which I'm guessing could be a little bit of a surprise for some of you. But let's not forget that Croatia did get to the last World Cup final, so definitely not as surprising as some may think, has to be said. But they're not very strong favourites for this World Cup, but they have been there before, only 4 years ago, so they've definitely got it in them to get there. Spain beat them very comfortably, though, 4-1 in the final. In terms of the semi-final, not too many surprises. Holland lost to Croatia in the semi-final there, and England lost to Spain in the semi-final on penalties as well, so it's a bit disappointing. We don't really like penalties. Don't like to say England and penalties in the same sentence, to be honest with you. Mexico did well get to the quarter-final, same as Serbia as well. France, yet to see anything from them. Switzerland got to the quarter-final again. They got to the quarter-final last time, didn't they? I can't see Brazil here. So Argentina got knocked down in the group in the first simulation there. And in the second simulation, well, Brazil had been knocked out, I believe. Unless I'm blind. They did. Brazil knocked out of the group with Switzerland and Serbia. That's a big surprise. Brazil are the favourites for the competition. And when you actually go through their team, you probably can see why. It just seems like Brazil have got a much stronger team in this World Cup they did the last World Cup. We've got some great youngsters coming through who are like 21, 22 already, and obviously one even featured in the last World Cup. So Brazil be knocked down the group. I think that would be a massive, massive shock, to be honest with you. Probably will happen, though, that one big team will be knocked down in the group. It normally does happen, a big surprise, but Brazil, I can't see Brazil being knocked out of the group, to be honest with you. I think that'll be a massive, massive shock. To be fair to their group is a little bit tricky. They've got Switzerland, Serbia, and Cameroon there. 3 decent teams, you'd have to say. Not really a very weak link in that group there, but Brazil should be strong for all those 3, let's be honest. Anyway, who was the Golden Boot winner? Was it Memphis Depay again? No, well, Dominic Calvert-Lewin with 5 goals there. It's definitely not going to be him because he's not been called up to the World Cup. And also, he didn't even start a game. What on earth is going on? He had a goal every 16.4 minutes. He did quite well, didn't he, in this World Cup? What on earth? That is absolutely unbelievable. Edinson Cavani, well, this one's all messed up here. Calvert-Lewin first, Cavani second. I don't think that is going to happen, to be honest with you. Mbappe and Kane, that's more like it. But yeah, Calvert-Lewin, the Golden Boot winner. impossible. Anyway, let's get started with Simulation 3. Well, in Simulation 3, things start to get really weird. USA have won the World Cup in Simulation 3 here. Yeah, they've definitely got a decent team, USA. Probably, I could see them getting to a quarter-final maybe. Saying they've got a tricky group. They've got England in their group, of course, who are a very, very good team. And they've also got Wales in their group as well. So, yeah, they might not even make out of the group, to be fair, to USA. But to win the competition, I don't think so. I don't think it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry, American fans, but it's not going to happen. You're not going to win the World Cup. I'll be left with egg on my face if they do, but yeah, I can't see it happening. But in this third simulation here, USA have beat Germany in the final 2-0 after extra time. They also beat Spain in the semi-final. France lost in the semi-final as well. England lost in the quarter-final again, so they're not doing too well. Spain, who won the first two simulations, they got knocked down in the semi-finals. I mentioned them, what we're talking about. South Korea getting to the quarter-finals as well there. Switzerland, they're strong favourites for the quarter-final, it seems. Switzerland, that's the third time in a row, I believe, now. So they're doing quite well, Switzerland. Brazil, again, they're knocked down by South Korea 3-1 in the group stage there. Very, very bizarre that. But yeah, USA going on to win the competition here, which is a bit strange, but I think there'll be stranger teams to win the competition in the simulation. But still, I can't see how any team other than Brazil, Spain, England, France, Germany will win the World Cup, to be honest with you. Maybe Argentina as well in there. So, yeah, I don't think USA are going to win it. In terms of, anyway, did any big teams or big nations get knocked out of the group stage? Well, Poland got to the semi-final, but in the first simulation there, couldn't get out of the group this time round, but not really too much of a surprise there. Croatia got to the finals as well, couldn't get out of their group. Serbia, but yeah, Uruguay finishing bottom of their group. That's a bit of a surprise. Saying that's another tricky group, isn't it? Portugal, South Korea, Ghana, and Uruguay. Very, very tricky group. In terms of the Golden Boot winner here, this time around, Kylian Mbappe, not too much of a surprise there. 8 goals from 6 games, a goal for 54.5 minutes. That's definitely, can definitely see that happening, to be honest with you. Neymar second as well. Youssef En-Nesyri as third top goal scorer, though. That is a bit of a surprise. A top goal scorer for USA, by the way, American fans, was Josh Sargent with 3. Again, he didn't start a game either. 3 goals in no starts. 17.33 minutes, a goal there. So, yeah, some crazy goal stats in this simulation video here. Anyway, let's get started with Simulation 4. Well, Spain have won the first 2 simulations here, and USA the third. The fourth one goes to France. First time we've seen anything from them. First time we've seen them in the final. Beating Holland 1-0 in the final, which is certainly could see happening. France-Holland final. I don't think it will happen, but it could happen, I guess. Croatia got lost in the semi-final to France 1-0. Of course, that is the repeat of the 2018 World Cup final. And Holland beat Spain, on the penalties 0-0. So Spain are strong favourites for the semi-final, it seems. Two winners' medals and 2 semi-finals. Any shocks in the quarter-final here? Well, USA in the quarter-final. Not really 2 surprises there in the quarter-final. Brazil aren't doing too well, are they? Brazil aren't doing too well. They lost 3-0 to Portugal in the second round there. Where are England as well? England haven't qualified from the group. Could that happen? Well, you know what? After our dismal showing in the UEFA Nations League, it certainly is possible, but yeah, surely it can't happen. Surely we'll get through that group. Wales and USA have got decent teams, but yeah, we've got to get past them. Iran as well, got to get past them. Hopefully we can beat Iran in the first game and ease the pressure a little bit there. But England knocked out in the group stage here. Any other big names? Germany as well. Germany knocked out. Didn't even win a game, Germany, so really disappointing. Belgium as well, so this one's a bit all over the place here. Belgium, Germany and England can't get out of the group stage, and also Brazil knocked out the round of 16. Who is the top goal scorer then? Who got the golden boot? Mbappe, again, even better than the last time, with 10 goals in 6 games, a goal every 48 minutes. Second is Boulaye Dia, with 6 goals in 4 appearances. Who on earth is Boulaye Dia? I never heard of him. He plays for Salernitana, who he's actually quite decent, actually, to be fair. He's not bad at all. I probably should have heard of him, to be honest with you. He is not bad. He's very good physically. He looks like a very good player. On loan for Villarreal as well. So yeah, looks like Senegal might have a little bit of a gem here. Isn't Sadio Mane out for the World Cup now? That's a massive loss for Senegal. But fear not, Senegal fans, because you've got Boulaye Dia there, and apparently he's a very, very good player. Lukaku, Moreno, Suarez and Benzema, all 5 got. Benzema's out of the World Cup as well, I think. I just read that in my news about an hour ago, so wow, missing some big players for this World Cup now. Benzema out as well. But yeah, Mbappe with top goal scorer again. Not too surprising, especially with France winning the World Cup as well. Anyway, let's get started with Simulation 5. Well, so far it's 2 for Spain, 1 for USA and 1 for France. And now it's 1 for England. Yes, get in. It's coming home, maybe not. But yeah, we beat Argentina 3-2 in the final after extra time, which would be absolute scenes. We did that, that'd be brilliant. Also beat Portugal 2-0 in the final as well, which is in semi-finals, which is very nice. Spain lost, but Spain are just absolutely guaranteed for a semi-final, by the way. That's what FootballManager is saying anyway. Spain are guaranteed for a semi-final, put it that way. 2 winners' medals and 3 semi-finals in a row. So, Wow, very interesting. We also beat France 1-0 in the quarter. You know what? If we go on to win the World Cup after that run, that'd be sensational. France in the I think if things goes the right way, like it has done in this simulation here, we will meet France in the quarterfinals. So if we are to win the World Cup, we need to beat a very, very big boy in the quarterfinal. That is if France gets there, of course, but they should do, let's be honest. So France, Portugal, and Argentina to win the World Cup. Yeah, happy days with that. Also beat Ecuador 4-0 in the second round there. Germany got to the quarterfinal. I haven't seen anything from them yet in the simulations here. Nothing at all. USA in the quarterfinal again. They've already won the World Cup, though, in the simulation here. Brazil finally got to another quarterfinal. They lost to Spain 2-1. I think, you know what, I'll be very surprised if Brazil don't get to at least the semi-final, to be honest with you. Their team is just scary. Very, very scary. Belgium, yet to see anything from them as well. Haven't seen much from Argentina, has to be said, to get to the final this time, though. Did any other big teams get knocked out in the group stage this time round? Well, Uruguay bottom of their group again, which is a bit surprising to me. Uruguay should get out of their group. You know, South Korea got Heung-min Son, was obviously an unbelievable player. Who else have they got? I'm not sure, to be honest with you. Obviously got some good players as well, but Ghana as well. Not entirely sure who Ghana have got in terms of ability. Uruguay got a good team, in my opinion. They've always got quite a good team, Uruguay, so yeah, I'd be surprised if they finish bottom of their group with no wins. I can see them being knocked out of their group, but with no wins, that'd be a bit of a surprise. Anyway, who was top goal scorer in the fifth simulation here? Harry Kane. We win the competition and Harry Kane wins the Golden Boot. 7 goals from 7 games. Certainly can see it happening, to be honest with you. I don't think he will win the Golden Boot, but I can see it possibly happening. Lewandowski as runner-up there with 5 goals from 4 appearances. Well, it'd be highly unlikely for Lewandowski to win it because I don't think Poland will get that far enough for him to win it unless he just goes crazy in the games he plays. So we shall see about that. But anyway, let's get started with Simulation 6. Well, so far it's 2 for Spain, 1 for USA, 1 for France, and now 2 for England. We won back-to-back World Cups here in the simulations. We beat Germany in the final this time, 1-0, so they've finally done something. Germany in the final, 1-0. Very nice. Beat Portugal in the semi-final as well, 4-2. Beat France in the quarter-final again. So, FootballManager rate our chances against France in the quarter-final, which I guess is a good omen. We shall see. Also beat Senegal in the second round, 3-0 as well. So, another good run to win the World Cup there. But if you're going to win the World Cup, you need to have a good run, really, don't you? Let's be honest. USA into the semi-final as well. So, FootballManager rate their chances, it has to be said. I think that's 2 quarter-finals, semi-final, and of course, a winner's medal for USA. So, who knows? They could be the surprise package this time round. Poland to a quarter-final again. Ghana get to the quarterfinal this time, only being beaten by Germany on penalties. Brazil, what is happening with Brazil? They ain't qualified from the group again. What is going on? Argentina knocked out of France on penalties in the second round. Well, they get France in the second round. It wouldn't be too surprising there, really, let's be honest. Holland being knocked out of USA 3-1. That could definitely happen, though. I don't think Holland are one of the favourites to win the competition, so not too much of a surprise. But Brazil, out of the group, not come out of the group again, really. Yeah, Brazil. Lost 2 games, lost to Serbia and Switzerland. Lost to Serbia 3-0. Shocking. Uruguay can't get out of the group as well. Uruguay not very highly rated, it seems, on FootballManager. And Belgium, we yet to see anything from Belgium, despite having De Bruyne in the middle of the park and Lukaku up front. Yet to see anything from them. Who won the Golden Boot? Was it Harry Kane again? It is Harry Kane again. 6 goals from 7 appearances there. And Depay up there again with runner-up. And also Youssef En-Nesyri with 4 goals from 3 games again. Is he a little bit of a punt for a bet there? Top goal scorer, Youssef En-Nesyri. Possibly. But yeah, England back-to-back World Cups. Can we make it 3 in a row in Simulation 7? Well, Spain have won 2, England have won 2, and now France have won 2. They've beaten England in the final 2-1, which seems like an unlikely route, to be honest with you, because it's more likely that France and England will meet in the quarter-final. But anyway, we'll meet in the final in this simulation here, where we lost 2-1, unfortunately. Still got to the final, which is very nice, of course. Not nice to lose it, obviously. Germany got to semi-finals to France 2-1. Spain in the semi-finals, the last 4, not really too surprising there, really. France, Germany, England and Spain. A bit surprised not to see any South American teams there, but all in all, not very surprising. USA again in the quarterfinals, so still rating their chances. Brazil lost to Germany 2-0 in the quarterfinal. Poland again, and Switzerland in the quarterfinal as well. So these 3, USA, Poland and Switzerland, FootballManager rate their chances, at least in my simulations anyway. Argentina knocked out of France again in the second round there. Oh my, what a game that would be. What a game that would be. England versus Holland, 5-4 after extra time. That would be one hell of a blockbuster, wouldn't it? Croatia knocked down Spain 2-1 as well. Belgium not... What's happening with Belgium, by the way? What is happening with Belgium? They just cannot get out of their group. They cannot get out of their group to save their lives. Look at that as well. South Korea top their group and Ghana second. Portugal and Uruguay third and fourth. That'd be a big surprise. But yeah, Belgium. That's a tricky group to be fair. Morocco and Croatia and Canada. But yeah, really, Morocco always seem like got some very good players to me, but they never seem to do very well in World Cups. Not to my knowledge, anyway. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Canada as well, of course. Got a couple of good players, and that's about it. But good on them just to qualify. But Belgium not getting out of their group so many times is a big surprise. So yeah, now 2 for France, 2 for Spain, 2 for England, and 1 for USA, of course. So it's very tight in the simulations. Yet to see a Brazil winners medal, which is quite surprising. Who won top goal scorer? Mbappe again. Mbappe with top goal scorer, 8 goals. Kramaric second with 6 goals. And same with Lewandowski with 6. And Yusuf En-Nesyri up there as well, 5 goals. He's up there all the time, this bloke. But Mbappe with top golden boot again. Not too much of a surprise. Anyway, let's get started with Simulation 8. Well, in the 8th simulation, another little bit of a surprise here. Holland winning it in the final 4-1 over Brazil. Brazil gets another final, but they lose 4-1 to Holland. That'd be one hell of a blockbuster, wouldn't it? 4-1 win to Holland. Yeah, a bit surprising. I'd say it's almost just as surprising as the USA win, to be honest with you. Holland, I don't think have got an amazing team, but they've got a good team. And definitely one of the outsiders win the competition, for sure. But to actually go on and win the competition, I don't think it would happen. But they've definitely got a chance, for sure. You know, they're not too much worse than England, are they? Let's be honest. And England fans just keep saying how we're going to win the World Cup. So, yeah, definitely could happen. Beat Brazil 4-1 in the final. Brazil beat France in the semi-final as well. Croatia, Holland in the semi-final. That's interesting. Holland beat Australia in the quarter-final as well. They also beat US. Well, to be fair, Holland had quite a nice run to the final. Don't want to take it away from it. They did beat Brazil 4-1 in the final, to be fair to them. They only can beat what's in front of them, can't they? But they beat USA in the second round, Australia in the quarter-final, which is a big surprise. I can't see that happening. I cannot see that happening. Sorry, Australian fans, but your team isn't very good these days. And Croatia in the semi-final as well. South Korea lost 5-0 to Croatia in the quarter-final. That's a bit of a drubbing there. Belgium finally got out of the group, but they lost 3-0 to Brazil there. Germany lost in the second round. Argentina lost in the second round to France again. Argentinian fans better hope they don't meet France in the second round there. Otherwise, they could be toast. Spain losing to Belgium in the second round as well. Normally good for a semi-final them, aren't they? Any big teams knocked out here? Well, Uruguay bottom of their group again. Maybe I should stop calling Uruguay a big team in terms of this World Cup, because it seems like they're not. But this is FootballManager after all, so I guess we'll see. Who won the Golden Boot again? Lukaku this time round with 7 goals from 5 periods. It's definitely one of the favourites to win the Golden Boot. Belgium needs to get to a quarter-final, I think, to have any chance of doing that. They should get to a quarter-final, really, Belgium. They're quite a good team, aren't they, really? Harry Kane second in the list with 6 there as well. And Cody Gakpo with 6 goals. And Donyell Marlin with 5 goals as well. So Holland maybe have to rely on those two, Gakpo and Marlin, to get the job done for them. Anyway, let's get started with Simulation 8. Simulation 9, sorry, not Simulation 8. That was Simulation 8, of course. And this one is where it starts to get really, really weird. Mexico winning the World Cup there. Well, you know what, North American fans, you've definitely got a chance apparently. In these 9 simulations so far, 1 for USA and now 1 for Mexico. Who would have predicted this? They beat Argentina 3-2 in the final. Look at their run as well. They beat France in the second round 1-0. They then beat England 3-2 in the quarter final. Beat Portugal 2-0 in the semi final. And then beat Argentina 3-2 in the final. So you can't say they didn't deserve it. What the hell? What a performance from Mexico. What players have Mexico even got? Well, they haven't got a great team really, have they? You look at it like this. Who would you say the best player is, really, Mexico? Well, Hervin Lozano plays for Napoli, of course. He's quite good, you'd say. Alexis Vega, never even heard of him. Plays for Chivas, doesn't look too bad. But yeah, Mexico winning the World Cup. World ranking is 5th now after they won the World Cup. What was the ranking before that, though? 10th. So, well, I guess you could say bigger surprises than that. But yeah, I can't see Mexico winning the World Cup. But apparently FootballManager can. Well, Switzerland got to the semi-final as well. So what on earth is going on here? Mexico, Portugal in the semi-final, and Argentina, Switzerland. Very, very bizarre. Ecuador getting to the quarter-final as well. Croatia in the quarter-final as well. Germany lost 3-0 to Croatia in the second round. Uruguay finally qualified from the group as well. Belgium knocked out to Spain. Brazil knocked out to Portugal in the second round 1-0. France obviously knocked out to Mexico. Holland knocked out to England as well. Any big teams who knocked out a group there? Well, USA couldn't qualify from the group. Nor could Poland. Denmark as well. Denmark is some people's surprise package there, so they can't get out of the group either. But yeah, most of the big teams got out of the groups there. Who was top goal scorer this? Well, you know what? Very, very... Can anyone see that happening? Is there any chance for that happening? Seferovic with a golden boot there. 7 goals from 6 starts for Switzerland. Lewandowski second with 6 goals. Lukaku with 6 as well. Same with Jimenez and Martin. Well, of course, Mexico with Jimenez up front. A very good striker. Been off the boil in the last couple of seasons, but he did have a very serious injury, so I guess that's a very good excuse to have. But yeah, the top goal scorer award is looking a bit bizarre here. Jimenez, Seferovic in the top 4. Okay, can't see it happening myself, but you never know. Anyway, let's get started off with the final simulation, Simulation 10. Well, Spain have won it twice. England have won it twice. France have won it twice, and now Holland have won it twice, beating England 2-0 in the final. So in the final simulation, Holland have won it twice, England twice, France twice, Spain twice, Mexico once, and USA once. What a bizarre set of simulations here. Brazil didn't win the World Cup once in my 10 simulations. Germany, nowhere to be seen. I think they got to one final. Argentina, I think they got to a couple of finals. Who else is there? Portugal didn't win it. Belgium didn't win it. Very bizarre. Very, very bizarre. But Holland, apparently they got a bigger chance than what I when I initially thought there. Beating England 2-0 in the final. England beat Morocco in the semi-finals. Oh, Morocco getting all the way to the semi-final. Very interesting. Uruguay got to the quarter-final as well. Lost to Morocco there. Belgium and Holland in the semi-final. I'm guessing that's a bit of a fierce rivalry there. Holland and Belgium. They obviously border each other. Brazil got to the quarter-final, but that's not good enough for Brazil, is it? Brazil needs to get a semi-final minimum, in my opinion. Any big teams get knocked down in a group again? Well, Spain can get past the second. That'll be a tasty second round draw. That would be. That happens. Belgium versus Spain. I'll very happily watch that game. Germany got knocked out of the group. They got a tricky group, to be fair. They got Spain in there. We're saying that. But as groups go, Spain. I think there's a big gap between Spain and Germany and Japan and Costa Rica. To be honest with you, I can't see. I can't see Spain or Germany get knocked out of that group. I'd be very surprised if they do. To be fair, not too many surprises in terms of the group, but. Well, in terms of the Golden Boot, the final winner was Gabriel Jesus. Well, Gabriel Jesus was 6. Same with Jimenez as well. So Jimenez is apparently a little long shot for you. Mbappe again as well. Not too much of a surprise to see his name there. Youssef En-Nesyri up there again. He's always up there, this guy. He seems like quite the goal scorer, this En-Nesyri. He plays for Sevilla. He's only 25 as well. He seems like quite a good little player, doesn't he, En-Nesyri? Jesus, Jimenez and Mbappe sharing the Golden Boot there in the final simulation. So what to learn from this these 10 simulations? Well, apparently there's a big chance for England, France, Spain and Holland. And if you're an American or Mexican fan, then apparently you've got a chance as well. Brazilian fans, well, they don't rate your chances very highly. Argentinian fans as well. German fans, it's just didn't go too well for you in these 10 simulations here for me. Please remember, guys, that if you like this video, to hit that like button for me. It really let me know about doing videos like this in the future as well. And also, if you're interested in seeing daily FootballManager content, then please hit that subscribe button as well. It really helped me out, and you much appreciate it as well. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.